What's up, everybody? Having a good morning? I'm gonna do one of these. I'm getting comfy. All right. Well, I guess we'll start this off with maybe just a little bit of background about me. Little high school Cody. If you didn't know, I actually went to 3 high schools. One in Arkansas for freshman and sophomore year, and then Pennsylvania for a year, and then senior year I was in Nova. And I lived in Arkansas for a pretty good long while, and made some really good friends. Like, we did life together, and we honestly knew each other well. And so moving around for short periods of time like that, honestly it felt easy just to do life alone, and that's kind of how it went. And honestly, and on top of that, making friends for a year seemed difficult because it seemed like probably wasn't going to get the same thing that I had in Arkansas. Now, rewind real quick. A few weeks ago, Jim shared about the shield of faith, and he shared about arrows, flaming arrows that we have to defend ourselves against. And he also shared how for certain arrows, we can even bring that shield down and let that arrow in and wound us. And I think what happened to me was over high school, I allowed that loneliness to become an arrow that I let in. And honestly, when I came to college, the plan was not make friends, and I didn't have a plan for college, church, I mean. I came in, was get in and out, get that degree, get a job, move on, so be it. But obviously I wouldn't be here if I let that overcome me, right? So when I look back at tech, I like to think that God was always just this bro, hanging out and pointing out stuff and being like, dude, check it out. Or go for it, man. Honestly, around every turn, opportunities and just nudges toward things. And slowly but surely, I started to see what it was like to have friends again. And I mean, after freshman year, by the end of freshman year, I was getting ready to lead a small group. What the heck? That's crazy. And amidst all these nudges and little hops, I'll say, of faith, I struggled, for real. I mean, for one, I still felt the impact of that arrow of loneliness all the time. I would look at my best buds and be like, these 2 dudes, they got it going on. I am never going to have this. And that was tough. I was living in, and that was me living into the loneliness that I had become so comfortable and familiar with, and it made me believe that, because that was all I knew for so long, it made me believe that all I could ever be was one of the group, just one of the guys, nothing more. And that was tough. And then on top of that, school early on, way too hard. Took it way too seriously, and it focused my vision in. And I tunnel visioned a little bit, and I was beginning to see my identity in my work and my performance in that work. No bueno, don't do that. And then on top of that, so I've been a part of 3 decently distinct small groups at this point, leading them, and changing it up once every year. Honestly, sometimes it felt like hitting the reset button, and it was hard, and it was wearing on me. And don't get me wrong, every group never had a regret. Every group loved the guys and girls, and it was they made me who I am now. But yeah, it was tough. Senior year rolled around, and I was like, man, I just kind of feel like checking out, let's just chill. But I knew, in my heart, I saw that God had a plan, no matter how my circumstances led me to think what to expect of Him from a small group. I saw this was going to be good. I knew it. And so I trusted Him, and classic God move, He blew everything I thought out of the water. Guys, this semester has been this semester specifically, the whole year, but this semester specifically, has just been amazing and so fruitful for me. I'd go as far as to say this has been the highlight of my life, honestly. I've been blessed to be a part of the small group that I am in now, and to see those people just come in every week, excited to learn, and then genuinely excited just to be together. It's amazing. And they've connected with people beyond themselves, and I've gotten to see people come outside in to the small group and just get to know them as friends. And even in my workplace, the place where I'm doing work and stuff, gotten to see God move, and my senior design group, it's been amazing. And I've regained passions for things that I love, but let fall to the wayside because just life got in the way, and I'm oh Music is amazing. It's freaking awesome, isn't it? And yeah, so I think the greatest part of all of it is that at the end of the day, I can say honestly, I attribute all of this to people I call my friends, like all you guys. This is because of you that I've gotten to this point. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart, really. You've been the brothers and sisters that have helped me pick that shield back up in front of that arrow and honestly live and see new hope and live thrivingly. So let me share a quick verse with you guys. This is 1 Corinthians 58, and it says, "Therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain." Guys, the point isn't that I got to see fruit, and it's not that we get to see fruit as we walk with God. The point is to just trust him. Trust God with school, trust God with your relationships, trust God with your community. Just trust him, and as you continue to walk with him, he will show you the fruit, okay? That's the message. And yes, it was a struggle. It was a struggle to just check it out and go for it, like he was asking me to. But I had faith in him because I knew he saw in Cody what Cody couldn't see in himself. And so, yeah, guys, just have faith. Have hope. I'm Cody, and that's my snapshot.